So, I was kind of curious, because lately I've been seeing on my Pokemon Coliseum LP parts that they just haven't been getting the same reception that my other LPs have been getting. I don't know if it's because of the Black and White 2 hype, or is it just like the pacing of the LP and just how the game is, if it's just not as interesting as my other LPs, because, like, I'm going to finish Coliseum just fine, but the thing is, if people aren't as interested in it, I don't want to do XD also, because then, you know, if people aren't interested in how the Coliseum plays, they're not going to be interested in XD, so I want to know if you guys who watch my LPs, it's just the pacing of the game isn't, like, good for my kind of LP, or if, just Black and White 2 hype is catching up to you, but I don't know, I want to know, because I want to bring content you guys will watch, so might as well ask. But anyways, hey guys, as well, we got a match here against pokemai11, obviously standard OU match from Black and White 1, because, still got some matches left, so get used to it. Actually, I only have, like, 1 or 2 left, but, using that one team that I used in my first 2 Black and White 2 matches, but it was made in Black and White 1, obviously. So, her team, I mean, I see a bunch of, like, first of all, there's 4 Pokemon that are standard, but then there's that random Tornadus that's out of rain, and then obviously the Arcanine Mai always brings. So I guess it's standard for Mai, but the Tornadus out of rain seems weird, but it makes me think it's probably a bulk up one, and then obviously the rest of it is going to be fairly standard shit, I'd assume. So, threats from her end, it's like, her general synergy is what I gotta watch out for, but it's like nothing truly stands out as a threat, because I at least have 2 checks for all of her things for the most part, so I don't gotta worry too much. But leads on her end, I'm not really sure what she's gonna want to go with, so I figure let's go out with T-Tar. Like I said, I at least got 2 checks for everything, so it's not too huge of an issue if I have to switch out T-Tar right away. So she's actually gonna lead off with said Tornadus, before, I said before, but just gonna go straight for Stone Edge, because I figure, okay, if she decides to switch, I'll still do a little bit of damage or something. If she decides to stay in, that's perfect, I get to kill it, because like I said, I got those pivot switches, so it's not a huge issue, but take it out right away. She probably figured I was not Scarfed, because a lot of T-Tars aren't Scarfed, but I mean, it's slowly gaining popularity, and probably after a couple of these matches, people are going to assume I'm using Scarf-Tar when I use that team, so, you know, it's going to kind of suck for me, but, you know, YouTube battling. But she brings in Lucario, I'm locked into Stone Edge, go to Swampert, because I know I can at least take 1 hit, or 2 hits, I should, after lefties, so, figure I can scare her out if possible, but she went for Ice Punch, so then I know I can take that, and I know she'll probably be scared at it, so I went for Stealth Rock, expecting the switch, goes into Gastrodon, just in case I want to go for Scald, but went for Rocks, and I go for Earthquake, because I know Gastrodon's defense isn't usually invested in, and if it isn't, it's not the best in the world. Hell, its special defense isn't even that good. The only reason Gastrodon is decent special defensively is just because fucking people pump it up and then they just rely on rain teams to make it good. But she eventually gets a burn with the Scald, which is what she was going for. I'm like, okay, maybe I have a chance of taking her out at what she's at. I really doubt it, but if it wasn't for that burn, I would have easily been able to take her out this turn. But I just go straight for it because I'm just like, fuck it. I have nothing to lose with this Swampert. And I have a Breloom, so it's perfect for me to go into that. And I didn't want to switch into it just yet, because I knew she was going for that Scald. I didn't want to chance it and not get the Poison Heal. Plus, you know, burn on a Breloom is really bad. So, she goes into Latios, predicting the Earthquake. Don't really give a shit, so I'm just like, fuck it. I don't need Swampert for anything anymore. It's got Rocks up. She doesn't have a Spinner, so I can just go for Ice Beam to try and hit the Latios. But she goes out to Lucario. I guess either predicting me to go out to, like, T-Tar or something, predicting the Dracometeor or something, but she's going to go for Swords Dance, again thinking I might want to switch out or thinking she can take a hit. And again, like I've been saying, I'm not too scared of Lucario because I do have that Scarf-Tar who can easily superpower and take it out unless she has Bullet Punch. But then if she doesn't have Extreme Speed, I can easily work around it, so it's not a huge issue. But I get a crit with Earthquake, really unfortunate, but like I said, unless she had Bullet Punch, there wasn't much she could have done. So she's now going to go into Gastrodon. I figured, let's just say fucking and go for Earthquake. Almost take it down, oh my god! Just that little bit. I mean, if I could have gotten that little extra bit of damage, that would have been perfect, but oh well. She gets her recover off, and I can't remember if I actually stand and sack it, or if I go right out to Breloom. I think I go out to Breloom, just because I figure she's not going to go for Scald, so I figure it should be safe enough for me to do. But she does go for Scald, and I'm like, please don't burn, please don't burn, please don't burn, please don't burn. And it doesn't burn, but she gets a crit, so that's fine by me. Perfectly fine by me. So I figure here she's probably going to, like, switch out, fearing the Seed Bomb, because last time I played her, I did also use a Breloom, and I did Spore her Gastrodon, so I figure she's going to want to predict me to predict her to just stay in and let me kill her, so I just went for Drain Punch, thinking she'd switch out to something to take a Seed Bomb, which Latios can take both my stabs just fine, so it makes sense, but I don't want to stay in here, I don't want to take any hits, I don't want Breloom to just die yet, because it's going to be really useful, obviously, to take her in Gastrodon, but going to Swampert just to die, and then I can get a free switch to T-Tar, so that'll work out for me. So going to T-Tar, I figure she might be locked into Psycho Shock or Psyshock, whatever. So just go for Pursuit because I want to kill this thing. And if she doesn't switch, I should still be able to kill her. And if not, I mean, she doesn't have anything to kill me with, so it's not a huge issue. But she's going to go into this Gliscor, and I'm like, okay, I got my own Latios, so what I can do, since I am Expert Belt, I can bait her into thinking that I am Specs or Choiced in some way, and then predict her to go out to Gastrodon and go for a Dracometer. So I just go, no, I do go straight for Dracometer. Why did I go straight for Dracometer? I thought I went for Surf. I guess I was predicting Gastrodon to come in at the same time, but I go for Dracometer again. I thought I went for Surf there. Whoops. But go for the Draco, and she does go out to Gastrodon, which is like kind of iffy because even if I'm not Specs, it'll still do a lot of damage. You can see it did a lot of damage. Another one will take her out easily, so it's like, okay, that kind of seemed like a waste to me, but hey, whatever works. But I go for Draco, and I miss. Great. So now she gets a free recover off, and now our Gastrodon's able to live, so it's like, oh, wow, I could have just taken this fucker out, but what can you do? That's the game for you. It decides to fuck you over when you don't really need it as much, but would still like it. But getting out to Breloom now, because obviously the best thing to take on Gastrodon while I have the poison heal up, and she actually double switches that to Gliscor, and I guess you might have predicted that since I was at -2 with Latios anyways, not much I could have done with it, so Gliscor's in. I'm like, I'm going to Seed Bomb just in case she directs my switch back out to Latios, so I might as well just get a little bit of damage off, kind of scout and see what this Gliscor is doing. And she just goes right for Ice Fang. I'm not too scared of it, so I'm like, fuck it. Latios can take an Ice Fang, okay. Or no, I go to Infernape predicting the Ice Fang to go for the HP Ice. I really didn't watch this match back as best I could. But yeah, I was thinking she would just go for another HP Ice, but she actually switches up to Earthquake. I live with 9, but since I have the Sandstorm, that will take me out. But that was a little bit of a risky play, but at the same time, I didn't need Infernape, so I was kind of glad to sack that as opposed to Latios. So go back into Latios. I figure she's going to want to protect like she did the last time, so go... Or no, I didn't go for a cover. Why didn't I go for a cover? Why do I not know the moves I make anymore? God damn it. But now, I'm pretty sure I just go for Dracometer. Yep. So, yeah, there's one point I go for recover. But I go for Draco just to try and get some damage off. And it does a lot to the Gastrodon. And she doesn't know I'm Expert Belt yet. So, I think I actually do use that to my advantage in a little bit. But I go for another Draco to just take her out. And luckily this time it hits. And it does take her out. Gets a crit. Pretty sure it didn't matter judging from the damage from before, so we'll just take it or leave it. I don't know. Probably take it. But she goes back out to Gliscor. Yep, this is here where I recover because I know she's probably going to... No, I don't. Man, I really need to watch back my matches better. What the fuck is wrong with me? But I go to T-Tar just because I didn't want to be stuck at -4. So I figure, okay, let's just let T-Tar die. I don't have a use for it, which I really did have a use for it. Like, it was Breloom I didn't have a use for, but I was like, T-Tar, you can die. So I go for Crunch, just get some damage off, and she finishes me off with the Earthquake, so that'll work out for her, because obviously she killed off my T-Tar. That's kind of good for her, but... Yeah, now, here's why I go into Latios and go for the Recover, because I do predict the Protect, and, you know, that'll get my HP back up, and that should put me at a good buffer to kind of win the match, so... I don't know why I thought I recovered a lot of times before, but I'm dumb. Let's just go with that. I should really watch my matches back better, but, you know, that's what happens sometimes when you're kind of trying to just get some videos out. But, I don't know. Whatever. I take her out with Surf. That's all that fucking matters in the end, and I'm at basically full health because she does have her Arcanine left, and obviously, if I'm not at full health, Extreme Speed will kind of fuck me, so I might as well just have gotten the recover off, and then I'm going to go for Surf to try and take her out. She luckily does not score a crit on me, so that means Extreme Speed will take her out, so that will be the match. So, good game. I really need to watch my matches back better, but for some reason I thought I did certain things somewhere, because I was really just speeding through it just to quickly watch it. But you know what? That's what happens sometimes. You forget shit. But anyways, yeah, that's it for this match, so I'll be part up later. Same old, same old, same old. Hope you guys enjoyed, such, blah. Recommend sub, and later, guys.